done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And a look at this offensive unit now, and you see who we have highlighted, partner.
Jamal Charles, one of the most exciting, productive running backs in the NFL.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. After the run, Smith going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Demarius Randall is a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here we go with Charles. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right, Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
When Derrick Johnson entered the league as a first-round draft pick, he was known as an outside linebacker with a lot of speed. He's evolved into one of the best inside linebackers in the NFL.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways. Whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back.
So now 1st and 15. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Again, it's Charles. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rodgers now on first down. Out to the flat for Lacey. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Lacey. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll come out in the pistol. They stay on the ground on first down with Lacey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there.
And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now a direct snap. It's Jamal Charles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for him. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there. Smith to Macklin. 52 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They come out here in the eye. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And quickly, they get to the line. One back is Lacey. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Rodgers. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He sets to fire deep. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot and try and put those points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. And this is caught inside the 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And his throw is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. In Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Conley's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Smith now to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And Wilson has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now, some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And this is going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A sea of Chiefs jerseys in there that time to make the stop. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a first down following that long gain. Rodgers with a give. It's Lacey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. To throw, it's Rodgers. Time for a break. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers throwing here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball, because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Now, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Throwing is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They come up in a two tight end look here. Gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat.
Let's go. 190.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. He'll look to throw, and Hill with it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now a 1st down carry. It's Lacey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Rodgers looking to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the...
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly